Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mary's Helm channel. It's me, Nikeo, and I'm here today to try to shape up your day with a little bit of positivity. So I had this thought today, and the thought actually came about because I wasn't able to put my contacts in, so I'm wearing my glasses today. But it really just got me thinking about vision and how we see our future and how the future looks to us when it's unraveling, and what do we do when things are unclear, unknown. What can we do during those times, right? And so the reason I thought that this was a message to kind of correlate it to my glasses here and everything is it really got me thinking about, so what are some things where visions are really, really clear? And you know what I thought of? Authors. Authors are really, really good about setting a clear vision. And so when I talk about authors, it could be anyone from someone who's writing a novel as well as a teacher who does lesson planning, because they are the author of their lesson and the student's learning, right? And so there's this design process that we use that's called a backwards design model. The backwards design model is where you actually start with the end in mind. And so you think about what is it in the case of an author, because I'm also an author. I write children's books and different stories, short stories, yeah? And so when you think about an author, is they start with the end in mind. And when you're building a book, when I'm building my different characters, I think about what do I want this character to be like at the end? What do I want the end plot to be? How do I want the story to wrap up? I think about that first, and then backwards I design the different things that are going to happen, the turns, the plot twists, the character development and growth, because you never want to have like a perfect character. Your character needs to have some flaws and things like that that need to be worked out or not worked out, because sometimes you don't always get those things worked out just in life, but still learning how to manage those different challenges that they have in their life. So yeah, I got to thinking about that in the essence of life and our life, and what do we do when it's not real clear where our life is going. And so I wanted to give you a few tips today and things that you could think about when your life isn't real clear and you're not sure where it's going. And I'm actually going to use a teaching model. The teaching model that we actually use sometimes is we do something it's a reflective model, okay? We use something that's called a stop, start, and a continue. And so for the stop that I'm going to give you, I want you to stop saying when things in your life aren't going the way that you think they're supposed to go, why me? Why is this happening to me? And the reason I want you to stop saying that is when you start asking that question, why, you don't always get a really clear answer about that right away. You may never get a clear answer about that. And the whys behind it, because at the end of the day, the whys, it's the author, the one who created everything with the end in mind. They're the only one who knows the why, because again, it's a backwards design process. They already know the end from the beginning. So I want you to stop asking why, because it will drive you crazy. But what I do want you to do is to continue being curious. Change that why into a what. What am I supposed to learn during this season? Or how? How am I changing? How am I growing during this opportunity? Or if you don't want to call it an opportunity, during this challenge or this dark season in my life. So ask and continue being curious about it, but ask different types of questions. And last but not least, what I want you to start doing whenever you find yourself in a season of uncertainty and things that aren't really sure, what I want you to start doing is saying thank you. And you might say, why? Thank you. I'm going through a really hard time right now. This is a really tough transition. I don't know what's happening. What is going on in my life? And the reason you should say thank you is because if you are watching this video right now, it means that you're still alive. You still have breath in your lungs. Your heart is still beating. And so that means your story is not over yet. Your story is not over yet. And just like in any good book, again, there's plot twists, there's turns. It can change in the blink of an eye. And so I just want you to say thank you that my story is not over yet and it's still being written. And so that's something to be grateful for. And it helps you find a little bit of gratitude even in seasons when it's really, really challenging and difficult, that this story isn't over yet. Let me see what's still to come, because there's still more to come, because hey, you're still alive and breathing right now. And that's something to be grateful for. Okay? So I want you to remember to stop asking why, to continue being curious. Do continue being curious and figure out what is the learning. But I want you to start practicing gratitude during these seasons of transition. All right? Okay, you guys. So I hope that was helpful for you today. If it was, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Give us a like. share it with somebody who might also need to use this message. And then last but not least, be sure to leave me some comments and some feedbacks. Hey, I mentioned some authors earlier today. Are any of you authors out there? What are some of the books that you've written, or what are some of the books that you enjoy reading? Give me a favorite author or text that you have. Like, I love reading. Like I said, I'm an avid reader. Okay, you guys, have a wonderful day. For my shining stars out there, keep on shining. See you guys later.